What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Showtime is Blazer King with King's Critiques, and we're here for the first episode of Bad Girl. Been a show that's been going on a couple months now, but it's one of those shows that were kind of in my handful of shows I still want to watch. I just haven't necessarily had the opportunity to. But this gives enough of Yuri feels from what I have read, seen, and feel. So we're bringing it to Yuri Monday because food court is over, and well, worst case, it's not as good as I think it's going to be. Best case, we have something else to add on alongside Wananari for Yuri Mondays. Secondary caveat as per usual, if you've been watching this show, if you're interested in this show, or whatever may be, don't forget to drop a comment, converse with myself or other people, or just let your thoughts be known, because I do love seeing comments dropped, because A, good for the algorithm, B, good for the soul. And speaking of the first thing, and the second thing, matter of fact, it is also always appreciated if you're not going to drop a comment, to leave things running, hit the like button, subscribe, and all of that good stuff, because it helps me out immensely, and good lord, the longer things go, the more I need it. That being said, now let us get into things and see how this show exactly is. Okay, but 5 seconds in, and it does not defy my Yuri thought process. Damn, and she's ignoring who I assume is her best friend just to get the first hello in the morning from that redhead. Oh, wait, no. The blonde chick was actually saying it to the redhead. L. That defeated expression. It literally is the whole mindset of wanting your crush to say hello to you in the morning and just completely ignored. Nah. Damn, thought she was being judged for her Gayaru-like hair, but instead it's like, nah, it's actually very pretty. It's like, oh, no, thank you. Damn. Defeated. Disgrace. Okay, I was right the first time. Okay, well that was a quick 180, wasn't it? Ah, wait. Here's your plot line, by the way. Sounds like you're a kiss-ass. Yeah, sounds like she's a kiss-ass and she wanted to, turn things around. Because who got the compliment from what I assume is the hottest girl in school? The Gayaru. What are Gyarus usually classified as? The bad girls. Now I see where her mindset went. Oh, she said it. She said the name of the show. Okay, for 2 seconds, that second one in, by the way, kind of remind me on if Nico ever, grew. But now I see she has green hair. Number one, musically, I've definitely heard the artist who does their opening song. And I do kind of enjoy what they do here and there, honestly. Number two, I haven't seen a heavily ecchi show of the season yet. Unless you count Wanare. But I think we have that show of the season, and I just have been avoiding it the whole time. I could be wrong, but by the intro, I don't think I'm wrong. But that said, let's see what the episode has for us. Okay, and this isn't the sake to break morality, I'm just outwardly saying, why is it that public decency officers in these anime are always, the hottest ones in the school? Can we just put that one out there? I've seen several anime where that was usually the case, and a couple anime where those characters also did a complete 180 on their attitude. Say Shimoda? Yeah, sure, I think that's how it's pronounced. Also, that anime totally is getting more real as time goes on, by the by. But literally reminds me of how Anna is in that, and probably not going to get exactly to that point of degenerate long term. But that's the kind of example I was giving, is decency officer needs to for some reason be one of the hottest characters. Not my role. You're the suspicious person, it seems. Yeah, no, but honestly, she does kind of have a point. It's not like adulthood. It's not real life. You're in high school. You're both teenage girls. What is hard about conversing? Yeah, sure, you're not popular like she is, but honestly, she doesn't seem like the type who's an asshole who, if you try to talk to her, she'll, push you off the roof or something. She genuinely seems like a good person, so what's the problem here? You should apologize to everyone. Okay. I can already tell, though, this is going to be one of those things where she's going to do her best to be a super simp for the redhead, and it's probably not going to work out quite to the degree that she wants it to. Don't agree. I just realized the syllable didn't come out of my mouth. Also, I've still only been awake for like 40 minutes, so for 2 seconds, she almost took that as a compliment that she said she wished she was like her. And then that came out, and she's like, oh, well. So I have resting bitch face. It happens. No, actually, that's a good potential thumbnail, honestly, for the first one. Because the answer to her question is yes, by the way. But also potential thumbnail material. Wow. Who? Oh, herself. Right. Yeah. I like how she's trying to be a bad girl and she's still just so weak-willed. The sheer panic in her eyes, by the way. Damn. I don't think they do either of those things. I think that comment might make her explode, by the way. Yeah, that's close enough to exploding. Meanwhile, the chick back there is completely judging how she came into class. The way her mind immediately went there is insane, by the way. But also, pitch in the dark, one of those situations in anime where the best friend totally has a crush on the main character. Like, am I crazy to say that? I don't think I'm crazy to say that. Like, they're that level of best friends where sometimes, yeah, she totally hates her, but also she's like, what if? So you're not even a rocket? Okay, no, but like, in general, that's just being an asshole. That's not even being a bad girl. Like, using the lowest denominator of a coin to pay for things is just a dick move. Like, honestly, low-key, that's why the talk that happened several months ago, like, possibly getting rid of pennies, is that really a bad thing long-term? Because, like, what do people even do with pennies? Like, they struggle to search for 1 cent when something comes up to be, like, 26 cents in their total or something. Pennies are really just a nuisance. Like, there's people counter-arguing that's like, oh, but they'll round things up to need a nickel. And it's like, and don't you usually look for a nickel anyway? I think 4 cent increase is not like the worst case scenario. Admire, yeah, that's a word. Hey, killing the flowers isn't cool, man. I'm not really huge up on plants as far as my arguments go. Like, I'll defend animals with my life, and plants are technically living things, but also they're like the lowest denominator of living things. Well, okay, second lowest denominator of living things. Bugs are lower because they barely feel. They might be able to think, but bugs barely feel. Otherwise, they'd get the fuck out of my personal space more often. And she didn't realize where she sat on the bus, and that whole thought process of being evil for the day is about to crumble. Yeah. Actually, dude probably pays more attention to Asian areas than anywhere else in the world. I mean, shit. Most people in other countries have totally abandoned the idea. Or go too far. One, that's a stupid face that's not really full of attitude. Second, look at the way that kid is looking at her, just judgmentally. Like, she's not even looking at her, she's still just reading her book, and the kid's just like, huh? Okay, that's rude. Okay, no, actually, I see what he means. Two things. One, bitch is gonna be late for school. Two, does she have a body pillow of her best friend? Because, like, that totally is what that looks like. Which does not defeat what I said earlier. By the way. She's really trying way too hard for this, isn't she? Again, I will come to the point of, it's one of those awkward things, right? Like, I'm still going with my, yeah. It's only episode 1 and I'm already theorizing about shit. But, like, best friend totally also has a crush on her, and she has a crush on the redhead, so the best friend's just kind of putting up with the shit. Actually, it's kind of relatable to how Aharen went, which unfortunately I couldn't do cut-up versions of that because A, I needed to delete stuff off my computer fast to make lots of room, and B, episode 13 got fucked up anyway, so what was the point of uploading all the shorts for it? But it kind of reminds me of, like, the guy from Aharen who had a crush on the fuck was actually his name? Rido, yeah, that. Sorry, I was thinking of episode 2 of last season. It kind of reminds me of the dude from Aharen who had a crush on Raido, but didn't say anything the whole season. They didn't never canonically brought up the fact he was gay, but they hinted at it several times throughout the second season. And, like, it's kind of like that. Though, may it go in more of a Wanari-style direction? By the intro, maybe. I don't think she was trying to get that across, but okay. She knows what she must do, but she can't, or it'll be good. Yeah, you're kind of stuck in a position, aren't you? Be the good girl that they know you to be, or the bad girl that you think the redhead wants you to be. Which is probably not anywhere close to correct, but hey, whatever. That's what the whole thing's going to be built around, and that's the humor in it. Damn, and she fell behind to the chick she has a crush on, because she did it too late. L again. Okay, but offering her... Well, actually, no. Offering the seed to the cute girl instead of the old lady is totally a thing a delinquent would do, kind of, sort of. Because, like, doesn't matter how much of an asshole you are, a simp's a simp. Okay, that's not what I meant when I said let the simp be the simp. That is nowhere near how I meant that. I mean, also, yes, but you're not allowed to... Wait, what? I didn't expect her to ask if it's okay. Did she actually understand what she meant by that? Or the way she actually went hue, she understood the assignment. She's trying way too hard. Okay, no, that totally just had the feel for the fucking and they were both bottoms meme. Which, honestly, maybe that meme came from the manga for this. I don't know. You're in. Well, I mean, if you're envious, there's no need to be. Also, I just have a thought process. By the by, I didn't notice the animation studio that does this, but it's totally one of those people that I love, right? Because the art style totally rings a bell for, like, Devil as a Part-Timer. And yes, I do primarily mean the way that the redhead there kind of reminds me of, the fuck's her name? The hero. I don't remember her actual name. Whatever. Kind of reminds me of her, but hotter. I mean, it's a start. Like, this is what she was hoping. You know, being the... Yeah, I'm not going to put that part out there, but this is what she was hoping, however. Which is still a W, kind of, sort of. You know, I also just noticed, she can't really judge people for having different tones to their hair either, because she's doing the same thing. Now, is that on purpose? You know, for the sake of her trying to be more bad, even though she's the public decency officer? Or is that just, like, coincidence? Maybe if I paid you protect... What does that mean? The way she's putting herself... Like, damn, you're not an adult yet. You have no reason to be that downtrodden about things. Well, unless you're in one of those situations like in other shows we've seen, but I don't think she is, given the relationship she has with her parents and her friends. Did she really just, like, input a little bit extra on there? Maybe I would do... I mean, it kind of worked, I guess. Like, the comment kind of worked. Not exactly how you intended, but everything worked out. Right? And also, there's our fourth. Meanwhile, she's giving the next explanation, and Suzu's like, hey, what now? I mean, cool, good, awesome. What kind of an insult is that? Okay, hold. I'm not letting the title of the episode go. What do you mean, dog ears and a cup? Excuse? Who's wearing them, though? I mean, wait, what? No, who said that? Such a rude insult. Why is that her first thought, just because she thinks she's a delinquent? Though, also shoving marshmallows in somebody's mouth to fuck with them is at least, like, not violent per se, as long as they're not choking. Damn. Bitch really does not think highly of this one, does she? She complimented her before, but now she's just all up in her being a delinquent. Wow, she hit that nail right on the head pretty quickly, didn't she? Which kind of rumors? Because one of these she probably would not mind. And if it's about doing delinquent things together, she's going to go back to the statement that she's going to beat you up. Okay, I was not going down the third route with that thought process. But also the way she treats you is kind of like little sister behavior, so she's wanted to be friends with her for a while. I see. That, yeah, kind of tracks, doesn't it? Like, most popular girl in school actually wanting to be her friend for the whole time, but she's just been so gay about it, she doesn't know how to react. That's not what she meant by she'd be so happy to get soil or grass because of eating reasons. Just simp. So, can we just bring up that, well, that is kind of weirdly a thought process that's accurate sometimes. Can we also get rid of that from our adult mindsets? Because, man, that really does not help society. Like, that's the kind of thought process that, and yes, I'm going to openly say this because it's factual, women tend to have in their adult lives that tends to cause problems for everybody. Because, like, listen, if you are even a 6 on the scale of attractiveness, men will not go up to you. A lot of women will still not go up to you. So, like, not going up to people yourself, which I know is literally the statement I was just trying to say, that women won't do it either, to just have things more acceptable for people to talk to each other in public situations. Because, like, casual conversation, public situations, in any form, is just the most difficult thing as an adult. Like, as a teenager, that kind of thing, not so hard. You're mistaken. Oh, is that why? Oh no, did she actually buy those things? Please tell me the things she already bought for her are not the aforementioned dog ears and collar. Oh, candy. Okay, well, that's fine. What did I just say? Also, something tells me you also might not mind being given those things for the record. Like, she might not have started as an actual bad girl, but hey, listen, she could be convinced. I like, a collar can be used as an accessory. I kind of understand that. But the ears might be pushing a little bit more towards pet play. I know, but like, wait a minute. I mean, that's probably not exactly how she meant to imagine it, but also, and excuse me again for taking this, but this is the first time during the whole show I can say, God damn! Okay. The nosebleed. That, yeah, honestly, like, she totally has those thoughts. Oh, nope, and it just got worse. I'm confiscating these so I can buy them. She very well might. Meanwhile, you just happens upon this argument going on and is probably so fucking confused. Maybe even a little jealous. It might look bad, but listen, it's so much worse. Why? Although that position does look a little gay. Oh my god, she does not know how to word words. That is so not what... Okay. Okay, but I can't blame you for that visual either. But yeah, no, totally my thought process on it being similar to Watanabe has not gone in an overly incorrect direction, by the way. Yes, how adorable. Now, here's the real question. Is Tori going to have some sort of reaction to the closeness they share in exchange and probably have some sort of weird imagination between the two of them? Probably. That her brain is working, those gears are turning. Also, why does she look kind of like a shy guy right now? I don't know whether I have to love her or hate her, honestly. Like, on the one end, I think she kind of might be having the same kind of mindset as you in a way. But on the other end, she totally just made a dad joke. Damn, is she gonna throw her right in that position to give her those things? Did she give her back those things to give her? Or did she have something else to give her? Oh, right, she did still have the candy. Wonder if she did get back the other things to bring up too, because... What did she say earlier? Wow. So easily defeated out by the treats from the best friend as an apology. Just saying it out loud, by the by. I mean... Yeah, I knew at some point she was going to turn around and question that whole portion of the conversation. Are you sure? I mean, maybe being given some fantasies between y'all, but like... She just openly said it. Like, this woman has no filter. And that might actually be why she's more incorrigible, honestly. Is like, she's supposed to be the public decency officer, and she is even less filtered than the other two. And she's just like, wait, what? I mean, if you insist. Oh, she got a bloody nose too. Yuzu probably knew that bit was gonna happen too. Oopsie. She clearly has some devious things in mind. Even the cat's afraid of her. Like, no. You got caught. You know, it's very rare that background character actually has main character energy. Because, like, the chick to the left there totally has the kind of vibes of a main character in some kind of show or video game. And yes, I'm talking literally about the hairstyle. Like, that's the kind of hairstyle you'd see on a main character. That's the kind of hairstyle that's on the new addition to Couple of Cuckoos, honestly, from what I've seen of screenshots. I mean, you don't want to actually be painted as a bad girl. That's just kind of what happens, so it's really not bad. So, like, number one, I'll say again, welcome to Yuri Monday's Bad Girl, because this is totally a great replacement for Food Court. I'm kind of sad I wasn't watching it sooner, but hey, we're here, and this is great. Like, Wanara is still clearly the winner for Yuri of the season, but the fact we have something to replace Food Court is aces by me. So even after, like, Wanara is over, this will still be able to, like, be uploaded a few weeks after the fact, so that's awesome. But now we'll get to the wrap-up bits of, well, there's not a lot to talk about plot-wise because there's barely a plot. Though, speaking of plot, that scene with Suzu imagining you in that collar and ears was a little bit more than it was probably intended, honestly. Because that was probably not exactly the thought that this public decency officer probably had in mind. Or was it? We didn't actually get to see her end of the thought process, per se, so... Maybe. I will continue to go on to say, pretty sure Yu is not that, developed to make that imagination that Suzu had in mind 100% accurate. Though, then again... Maybe? I mean, we did go through the thing of, like, Mai and Satsuki not seeming quite as gifted as they are in Watanabe, and yet closer inspection says they are, so... But I'm not going to stick on that bit for too long. We got one little taste of ecchi, and I'm not going to, pay too much attention to that yet. But yeah, this 100% totally is the Yuri direction one way, shape, or form. Like, right now we seem to kind of have, like, not a triangle per se, but definitely a 2 points to one interest. So, because Suzu, totally likes you for the case of being more than friends. Atori, I think, honestly, might have had thought processes in at least a friendly direction towards you to begin with. But now that she kind of considers her like a puppy, it might be in a more interesting direction. So I'll be catching up to this soon, for sure. Maybe not today, because storage space on my computer is a real motherfucker to keep track of. However, I did start to, like, edit down shiny reactions I have to upload as shorts. Because those shiny reactions I have backed up are honestly hours long in some cases, so those are very good sources to chip down at, you know? But yeah, the show is very entertaining. The gay is very strong. The comedy is very strong. So I'm here for it, and this should be fun. Let me know your thoughts on the first episode of this if you haven't seen it yet. And if you have continued to watch it, let me know of any other good things I have to look forward to, whether it be in that certain category or whether it just be the gay energy. Because I'm always looking for approval or, things to look forward to in the shows I'm already in the middle of watching. And while I'm not already in the middle of watching this, I'm not straying off for sure. But yeah, let me know about all that stuff as well as anything else I should be checking out this season, next season, or in general. Please do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the gaming channel in the description, ring both bells like Facebook, follow Twitter, and Blue Sky, keep updated with things, TikTok, Patreon, get the full unedited visual note of the stuff I upload here. Eventually, as long as somebody hits the button over there soon so I can get my storage space, because Patreon are dumbasses and don't know how storage space works all these years later. Go follow Twitch Prime for free, helps me out immensely temporarily. That's for the long term. Check the playlist here, let it run through, have conversations with stuff within whatever. Check out the video recommended to you by YouTube here if you're watching the smaller version. The bigger version to see what you missed out on. Until next time, spend the Blaze of King with King's Critique. Sign out, ta for now. Peace.